favorite dishes I love to make. So join me as we get started. So the first thing basically what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start with our prep, which is our onion and our garlic for this special recipe over here. So if you're just joining me, I'm in the process of slicing the onion. So one of my favorite things I like to do. So I'm going to start with my onions. As you all know, guys, yesterday I was out there at the community center teaching teenagers on how to cook with their moms. It went great. It was quite lovely for the first group. Hi, while I'm cooking, I am making like beans with pork. That's what I'm cooking today. So I'm going to make beans with pork, very delicious. So that's what I'm going to make. Yeah, so I'll show you how I use my seasonings, my natural seasonings. It's one of the dishes I grew up eating, extremely affordable. It's one of the dishes my mom used to make when we were small. It's an affordable dish, so I love making it. It's just a memory of home. So I love to make it, and it's also budget friendly as well. So for this recipe, you need a lot of garlic and a lot of onion to help with the Yep. What do you mean I? Just analyzing. Analyzing what? What are you analyzing? What's your question? Go ahead and ask me. What are you analyzing? The pork and the what? The beans? Is that what you're analyzing? Or what? Oh, okay. Have you ever had like the pork and the beans before? Aye. Hi, what you mean? Hello, welcome guys. My name is QueenMariana. Today I am making beans with pork. If you've just joined me, that's what I'm making. So you are watching from Canada. I'm in Canada, in Montreal, Quebec at the moment. Welcome to my little kitchen, my little home. So if you just joined, so just give me a moment guys to finish cutting the onions, and then I'll answer all your questions that you guys have. I don't want to slice myself. The onions are already going into my eyes. Okay, how long does it usually take? Good, nice skills. Thank you, thank you. Yes, so if you don't know and you've been following me just for a short while or you just joined, I've been working in the restaurants for about a lot of years, I'll say. How long does it take? So the beans, I put them 2 hours in water to soak. Usually I will leave them like for overnight to soak. But because I wanted to eat it and I was so, you know, there is a certain meal that you're just in the mood that you want to eat. This is one of it. Ah, the onion is speaking to me, guys. This is one thing I hate, is cutting onion because they always go in my eyes. They always go in my eyes. This is so wrong. Because I was lazy to grab this. So I put, what I did is I put the beans for about 2 hours to soak. And now the beans have been cooking, so I didn't buy the canned bean, I bought the fresh beans. So now I soaked them for about 2 hours in the water. And then I started cooking them, but they are almost done. They're already ready actually. So now I'm just going to the point where I am going to show you guys how I season it. And I didn't want to bore you guys with the long process of the beans, but I just love cooking them that way. It's the way my mother was cooking them when we were growing up. So the recipe stick with me. And I wanted something like that since I'm far from home. So I just felt like a memory homemade meal. What can kill that? Jokes. What do you mean jokes? So I just felt like a homemade meal and to grab that. So now it's almost ready, so just stick with me. We're gonna chop the pork together. So basically the remaining stuff that are left are not really a lot of work. Let's see. This is cooking well. As I wanted to cook. So this is our garlic. I'm gonna put it also here in the same bowl, like this. Just gonna wipe this off nicely. I'll put on my gloves now for our next step, which is now to start with our pork. I'm not sure if the pot I have will be big enough for what I want to do, but let's see. If beef was really this price, like $11 this whole piece, this is one of the things I'll prefer buying. But since pork is cheap, we go with pork. But this recipe, basically with these beans goes very well with pork. That's how you do this recipe. The beans are just amazing with pork, guys. I don't know what it is, but it's just amazing. Porks go pretty well with the beans, then with the usual. So this cost me like $11 Canadian. I don't know which country you're finding yourself, but this cost me like $11. And it's pretty good, but I'm not gonna cook everything. I'm gonna keep some for other days. So let's see. Gonna do this. Do it nicely. I think that should work for tonight. And I'm gonna keep the rest. I'm gonna put back the rest in the freezer. I'm gonna put it here in this one. I think before I put it in the freezer, I'll just slice everything before I put it in the freezer, which is easier when I want to cook than freezing everything. Kind of good steak. Pork steak. I'll call it. Let's we're gonna call it pork steak. This is like a filet mignon. It's kind of good. I'm trying to cook this really, really well. I'm going like this, nicely, and chop it. Chop it like this. Really, really good. I don't need that wasted. Oh no, you're going. You're not going to wait for the final. You need to see the final. You need to see the pork with the beans. Wait for the final results. You're gonna love this. You're gonna want to see how this turned out. And trust me, you'll want to be making this like every day. I think this is good. So you want me to chase you? I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna put this here. Nice on the stove. And before I freeze this, I'll just cut them like into steak sizes. Instead of freezing it the whole like this, it's easier like this. So when I want to cook, easy. Just like this. A little bit of that, paprika. I like to blend my sea salt. I don't like to put it directly like this. Put it like that. White pepper. So these are my natural spices that I'm using. This is country onion with white pepper that I just put in. So I'm just gonna put this in my coffee machine. Not a coffee machine, this grinder over here. This is one of my favorite grinder, guys. I just love it. It grinds like everything. It is so small, but it is so powerful and so useful. I just love how this works for me. Especially because I love using my natural spices, and also if you're a coffee lover, this is definitely for me. For me, we like making my own seasonings, my own spices. This small plant, it's really helping a lot. oil. A little bit here for our seasoning. Not too dry. Keep this later. I want a little bit of that. Then keep some for the beans. Massage this really well. So the oil is for the mostly so that the seasoning is not too dry on there. That's the reason why. And I'm just gonna massage this really nice. Now look at this. That does this smell amazing. I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce. It's like a spoon. And a little bit of honey. Whoop. Just like this. Mix that well, make sure everything gets loved. Just like this. Now this looks yummy. And it also smells so amazing. I just love how this is smelling though. It really smells good. Now we're gonna start the cooking. Ship this over here. Like this. I hope you guys can see. Hi guys, if you're just joining today, I'm going to show you how I cook pork. So this is pork that I'm busy frying inside here. And then I'm also going to show you guys, we're gonna make pork with some delicious fresh beans. So I first started by soaking the beans in water. So now we need to add everything. I think my pot is not enough. It has to be strong, right? So you might think that this oil is a lot, but it's not. It's because it's going to be cooked with the beans. And if it's a lot, we're going to strain it out later anyway. So I'm going to let this cook nicely like this. I'll move this a bit back. It's gonna cook a little bit faster. biscuit. I thought the other side was a bit faster, so I moved it like backwards because I wanted to make it like a little bit more faster. So I drained out some oil because I felt like the oil was a bit too much. So now I am, and these are our beans. Our beans are ready. Mix this up. Whoa. This looks nice. Let me win in my eyes. Now we're gonna allow this really cook. So we can add in anything else. So a little bit of flavors. I'm gonna add in a little bit of garlic. So this can wait to cook nicely into the meat. The onion is to deepen the flavor inside here. Just nicely like that. Stir fry this. And I added in like a little bit of garlic and onion. And we're gonna let this steam and cook before we can add in the rest of the stuff. So who else loves cooking pork? This is one of my favorite meals that I'm cooking today, which is beans and pork meat. It's one of my go-to-go meals. If you ask me now what's my favorite meal, I'll tell you pork and beans. This meal, we grow up eating it and it is just so amazing. So for seasoning, I just went in with paprika, with some country onion and white pepper, and a little bit of oil for the most part, because when you're seasoning, you do not want it to dry out onto the skin. So I'm just really cooking this, like frying it a little bit into the oil before we add into the beans. And it is just amazing. You can add this with rice, with potato, with whatever side you have, but it goes really well with rice. Beans and pork mixed together with rice, guys. It's definitely a game changer. And you want to have it like that. With potato, I'm not sure, because us growing up, we're having it like with rice. I'm just gonna turn this nice and let this cook nicely. Like this. But I'm feeling like this pot is a bit small for what I want to do. So we're gonna change the pot a bit because this pot is small. With our beans on top of here, it's just gonna be a big mess. So I'm just gonna change the pot to another one. Gonna use the bean pot over here. Gonna use the same one. So I am just going to go in like this. Hope you guys can see. So what I want you guys to see is the pot. I'm gonna transfer all this here. Hi! So if you're just joining and wondering what I'm making, I am making beans with pork. So I'm using the same pot that I cooked in the beans with, because the other pot was quite small, so we're going to use the same pot over here for all the flavors for the bean to go in. I know you're all asking yourself, why did I not wash out the pot? No, because I want the flavor for the beans to enter inside the pot. That's why. So I'm going to let this cook. So this is cooking much faster because the pot is big and the things are like really lining up. Let's cook. This smells good, guys. This really smells so super nice. Bless me. So cook a little bit faster. Gonna slice them a little bit in the middle. Is it going to be tender? Yes, it's going to be tender. Just wait and see. It's definitely going to be tender, because if it's not going to be tender, then they cannot eat this with the beans. But it's definitely going to be tender, because pork, the good thing about pig is that it does not take long. So I'm just going to slice the pieces a little bit smaller so that I can cook faster. Because when you are serving this with beans, you want it to be tender and juicy. You do not want it to be chewing like a gum, then it's not going to work. I'm just going to slice it up, because I think I sliced the pieces a little bit bigger. And because I want it to cook a little bit faster, I'm going to open this a little bit. They can cook a little bit faster. Let's see. What kind of beans? Okay, just give me a second. I'll show you now. I think I have the bag. If I do not throw it in the bin, I have the bag over there. And then I'm gonna show you the beans I use. So let's slice this a little bit smaller. It's my knife. I need to put this one on the plate and slice it from here. Because a small knife is not that sharp. And slice it again on the plate. It's much faster. And this is good now. Cool. Hi, how long does that dish have to cook? What kind of beans? Okay, let me first show you the kind of beans that I'm using. I'm using this kind of beans, the rainbow beans. This is the kind of beans I use. So the first thing I did is that I soaked them. Welcome back. We're still busy with the dish though. So the first thing is that I soak the beans in water, like for about 2 hours. If you have time, soak them for about 24 hours, but I soaked them for 2 hours. And then I started boiling them with sea salt. So they boiled, they are cooked. Now we are cooking our pork before we can add in the beans. So the beans are already cooked and they are ready. So you can have this with some rice. It is just so delicious. But I'm just going to show you one of my favorite dishes that my mommy, my mamacita, used to make. So, mind you, as we said, it needs to be tender. You do not want a very, very hard pig over here. I'm just going to add our onion, garlic to this. Do you remember who I am? Yes! Close. Yes, I do. You were here before and then you said you are coming back. Bye. So you came back. I do. And you're the one who complimented my good knife skills. Yes, Napoli? You see, I do remember. Huh? Who?
Bato go in the water.
Oh, your bato went in the water?
Yeah.
Okay, go and change. Go and put another trouser.
Mama, why your bato going in the water? Huh? Where?
So now I'm going to let this cook in the onion and in the garlic before we can add in the beans. And this just smells so amazing from here. I hope you guys can also smell this. It smells so amazing. So we're gonna let this really like cook nicely. Oh, I can't. No, go that side. Go that side. I'm busy cooking the beans. So I'm almost done with the beans. Huh? You want to do what? Yes, I'm busy making. It's almost done. So also the kids are starving. They cannot wait to want to have the beans. So everybody's starving. Buffalo, you need to go that side. You need to go that side. It's hot here. I don't want you to bend. So you need to go that side. We did add some spices. We added in country onion spice, white pepper, and sea salt spice inside here, and paprika, if you've missed that stage where I was seasoning the meat. So we did. Have you ever tried potato space? What do you mean potato space? No, I haven't tried potato spaces. What's that? What's potato space? I haven't tried that before yet. Ugh. This smells yummy, guys. Now this smells so good. What is inside here now? Potato spice? No. No, I haven't tried the potato spice yet. Okay. Hello, Royal Blue. Welcome back. Nice seeing you. Correct. I agree with you. I was having it here. I totally agree. So I'm basically looking for my chili flakes. So yes, Marilyn, so I'm just busy looking for my chili flakes. You just reminded me that's a really, really good idea, but I cannot put much because the kids are going to eat this. So just a little bit of chili flakes. Gonna take it to the next level. Thank you for reminding me though, I appreciate that. I completely forgot about that. So I got the chili flakes. So we're gonna add in 1 spoon of chili flakes, not too much because the kids are going to have this. We don't want them to complain. So just a spoon. Just a little bit of salt. Bonjour. So a little bit of salt because our meat, when I was tasting this, it did not have salt at all. I felt a little bit of salt. So now you see, guys, this is how you want this to look. Yes, chili powder is not spicy at all. But I'm not sure about chili flakes. Yes, no, this is chili flakes I put. It is a little bit spicy, Chili powder. I thought you said chili powder. My bad. I did not read well. My bad. I didn't apologize. I thought you said chili. The chili powder I do have. I thought you said chili flakes. So yes, the chili powder I have. So I'll add a little bit of that. Chili powder I have. We add a little bit of that. Yeah. No, but we'll wait for the pap. I said I'm cooking, right? I said I'm almost done. Rahul, you started to steal?
Huh?
You don't ask? You started to steal?
Mommy.
Yes.
Cookie.
No. We have it already yours. So I didn't read well. I thought you said chili flakes. Now that you said chili powder, I added chili powder. So thank you so much. So I'm just gonna mix this all up. I hope it's not spicy though, because the kids are not gonna eat this. But this smells so amazing. For the chili flakes, it's compliment. This smells so good. It does. It does smell yummy. So I want to try a piece of this. It's still hot. You want?
Thank you.
Welcome. Amazing?
Mommy,
Mm-hmm.
can I have some biscuits?
What? What? Some what?
Some biscuits.
Huh? You want some what? What?
Some biscuits.
No. Before you came to steal mine. We'll just share with your brother there. So now guys, what you guys have been all waiting for, this is our beans over here. I'll throw this inside, and we're gonna let this cook. And in the oil, so these are the spices. Now look at this. Look at this. Now you want to leave this to boil nicely together, and so that our pork can also cook. Look at this, guys. This looks so delicious and yummy. So let me just taste our salt, how our salt is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I can taste the chilliness behind, but it's not overwhelmed, so it's good. Seasoning is perfect. It's well. That's right. It's good. Now I'm gonna let this, guys, to cook, and you can have this with rice, or you can have this with some boiled potato. It is up to you. It is extremely delicious, and this is one of the meals I was eating when growing up that my mother used to make for us. Extremely, extremely delicious. But one of my favorite is also to make it like with the pork bones. It's also so yummy with the pork bones. Just biting and struggling with the bones when eating it is a game changer, guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have learned something with this new recipe and you're gonna try it out. If you loved the life and the recipe, please hit the like button and subscribe. See you guys next time. Remember to share love and care wherever you find yourself. Have yourself a blessed night, guys. Ciao ciao from me to you. So this is pork and beans. This is how my mama used to cook it, and it is so amazing with rice. And this meal is close to my heart, and it is very, very affordable. Try it out and give it a little bit of your own twist if you can. Ciao ciao, guys. Bye. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you all.